HIIT has become one of the most overhyped terms in fitness. You've seen the videos, influencers gasping through Burpees, claiming 20 minutes beats an hour of jogging. But honestly, if burning calories is all you are after, a long walk or skipping that extra bowl of rice gets you there with a lot less suffering. The real value of HIIT was never about the calorie mass. What it actually does is drive the Phosphocreatine and the glycolytic systems to their limits. You force maximum power output in a short window, let the system reload, then push again. When you finish a hard session, it doesn't feel like tired. It feels like a total system reboot. Most people aren't doing HIIT. They are doing mid-tempo cardio with no real recovery. That's just an aerobic circuit. It's fine, but it's not interval training, and it doesn't rebuild the system in the same way. The physiological case for HIIT rests on EPOC, excess post-exercise oxygen consumption. After the session, your body burns oxygen above its resting rate for hours to find equilibrium, but this only kicks in past a hard cutoff. Your heart rate needs to hit 85 to 95% of its maximum. That's when the body reads the intensity as the threat and starts upgrading the hardware. The efficiency people talk about only exists if the output is explosive and the rest is absolute. Otherwise, you are just doing low return repetition under a trendy label. The burpee is the most honest movement in this repertoire. Its revealing moment isn't the jump, it's the half second your chest hits the floor. That's maximum load, wherever instinct tells you to stay down. Biomechanically, this is the shift from eccentric to concentric contraction. The elastic energy stored in your tendons have been called on immediately. The longer linger at the bottom, the more that energy bleeds off, and the more raw force you will need to get back up. Efficiency here isn't about how high you jump, it's about how long you stay down. The same logic holds outside the gym. The longer you sit in a low point, the more that initial rebound energy drains away. It's not a real power problem. It's the kinetic energy. Waiting for the right feeling before you move usually means the energy that could have carried you is already gone. Easy conditions don't build this. You only find out what you have when something pushes you past too comfortable range. Jumping jacks test something else. Once your heart rate climbs past 160, the brain starts lagging. Coordination drops and the breathing becomes harder to hold. One distracted moment and the pattern breaks. It's not testing your ceiling, it's testing your floor under pressure. What you can still control when conditions stop cooperating. That floor tells you more about your true level than any performance on a good day. Then there's the 30 seconds of rest. Most people treat this like dead time. Check the phone, stare at the wall, but this is where the training does its real work. Clearing lactate and resynthesizing energy. How fast that happens is that real signal. If you can't clear out during the rest, you aren't starting the next interval recovered. You are starting on fumes, going fully hard, then fully still, and switching between them clearly. HIIT forces it. A lot of people gravitate towards long, low-intensity exercise because it feels like safe effort. No moment where the lungs feel like they are failing. That's a fair toll for stress or head space. But the honest, is the session rebuilding something? Or is it just the motion on autopilot? HIIT demands you bring focus, power, and tolerance to the table all at once to fight the blunting of your biological hardware. One condition, your state has to support it. If you've been running on empty for days, high-intensity stress isn't adaptation, it's damage. Around 20 minutes is the effective zone, where the catecholamines are elevated and the fat mobilization peak. Push past that, drops, cortisol climbs, and the body eventually pulls from muscle protein to keep going. You think you are still building, but the body has other plans. Train constantly for long enough and your relationship with your body shifts. You start reading your signals accurately. Morning quality, sleep depth, mental clarity. These aren't separate from training. They run on the same system. That sharp, grounded feeling when you wake up is the default output of a well-calibrated machine. A lot of people feel tired the moment they open their eyes and assume that's just who they are. It isn't. It's what happens when a system runs near the edge of too long without a real reboot. Every change happens in the reps, not in the planning or the review. Each interval pushed to its edge, each rest used for what it's for. Go hard when you go, stop completely when you stop. That's the whole thing.